This episode is brought to you by Limited Supply, the one-stop shop for sneakers and apparel in New Brunswick, New Jersey, located right across the street from Rutgers University. Stay tuned to the end of the episode to find out more about this Jersey gem.
What's going on, world? Brand new episode of Open the Box there on your screen. I'm your host, George Kill, and I'm here with Darron Lee, NFL linebacker, first round 20th pick in 2016. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, we're going to talk some sneakers, fashion. You got some heat here on the ground, and with your time in New York, you were able to accumulate all kind of stuff. But let's start off just how you got into it.
I got into it for a friend, I call Dean as a brother for me. His name's Juice. It started with, when he was about in the 6th, 7th grade, he told me to check out just a website called Hypebeast. Yeah. And then I just started seeing all these different types of shoes and, developed that love for it. Once I, got up here to New York and got into the NFL, and boom, it was like a landslide. I started getting all the shoes I'd ever wanted, I'd ever dreamed of as a kid.
Let's kind of go through some of them that you got while you were in New York.
Definitely here, the Jordan 1s, but the fragments. I made it very apparent once I got here to make sure I could see if I get these pairs. So shout out to Flight Club. I was so excited for my first time going, and I just walked in, I was like, this don't even seem real. Like there's no way there's this many shoes in this area. And then, when you walk around to the other side and then you see another glass case and all those people deem as grails, whatever the case may be, whatever it is. And I had to get these. And then this is my favorite shoe growing up. Concord Jordan 11s. So happy when I first got these, man. I almost honestly cried, cause I literally grew up I don't even know where to get them, and I got them. And then these, most importantly, Citrus. I have a Jordan poster, the Citrus ones, man, and these were definitely ones, my first couple of kicks I got from Flight Club. Shout out to Kez too, man. Kesley, he's always been whatever you need, find your size, I got you.
Right. Now, outside of Flight Club, give me another shop where you picked up some shoes in New York.
I got these at Bergdorf Goodman. They got a lot of stuff maybe higher end design or whatever, but you can't have all J's in the closet, you know what I mean? You gotta switch it up. You gotta switch it up. Crazy enough, I got these at round 2, man. I was scrolling on the IG and I saw somebody drop them and I was like, I'm on the way. I love Forces, especially growing up in chat. That song with Nelly when it came out and everything. When you saw that, it was like, man, gotta get a pair. But you had to go to Atlanta. They didn't really have no there in chat.
Shout out to my guy, John Guy.
That was literally the next one I was about to pull up. I never got these in New York. I got them through John. John's actually good people, man. Wish I had my black ones on me because these were fire. I got here, just reached out, and then I finally met John when I was actually down in Miami. And I was like, bro, I was gonna let you know, I've always idolized these shoes, could you redo them? And they redid them, and I was like, dude.
Now you have to tell me about these custom OffWhites right here.
First off, shout out to my man Julian Gaines, man. We came together with the vision for these bad boys. I was like, I got this idea, we could do a splatter all over the shoe. I'm like, I want you to do it. And he was just like, all right, bet, let's link up, let's find up. So we got dinner. Shout out to the Palm Tribeca, that's where we made them. And it was on some late night stuff. We were in the back, had some good food, and then we created these, man, and everybody was trying to Nate Robinson wanted a pair, all these people wanted a pair. We had this one red stripe right here that I called Blood on the Leaves, you know what I'm saying? Cause we both, fan of Kanye. Juice from Chicago, so that meant something to him. How we got to that, cause we were having a conversation when I was at Ohio State. And we had the all black uniforms, but then we had the red leaves, and we called it Blood on the Leaves, and he was just like, and then boom.
You mentioned Ohio State. In Columbus, was there a sneaker shop or a sneaker plug that the players had that you can kind of recall?
I honestly didn't really have too many shoes like that. Broke college student, what I mean? You know how it goes, but Soul Classics. Soul Classics is where you normally got your stuff. I don't know if there's any more new ones down there anymore, because I ain't been there, been to Columbus for a minute, but at the time, Soul Classics was the spot, man. And they had everything, so shout out to them.
You being an NFL player, you travel all the time. Give me your 5 best sneaker shops.
Obviously, Soul Classics is one when I'm back in Columbus. Riff LA, definitely them. There's another one, there's a newer one called Soul Stage. Obviously here, Flight Club.
One more.
Honestly, just because I've had a lot of luck with the spot, round 2.
Round 2. Now, my last question. before we close. Your nickname is the Manimal.
Yeah.
If you could pick one silhouette and it'd be called the Manimal, what would it look like?
Oh, man. That's tough. I'd probably do a Jordan 1. Black is definitely, the color. So I'd have it as like a black toe, but I'd have the back as like a different colors or any of like my favorite colors. Almost like in a splatter rainbow type thing on the back, but it'd be a black toe, black swoosh. The bottom would be clear sole. And then on the side, I'd probably have the Jordan symbol, but it'd have like rips through like a claw, so like an animal. Oh man, that's a good. See, you gave me some idea. I'm gonna get all that.
All right, Ike, Willie just told us about the ones that stare at you when you walk in, but what are some of the other rare pieces that we could find in limited supply?
Okay, so right now on our countertop, we have the skater dies, and we try to keep a well-rounded selection of SBs, You got the Moon Landing Air Max 1s, the Bin 9, you got the 01 Breads, Yeezys, Metallic Gold 1s, Miami Night LeBrons, can't really see these anywhere. Kanye West bases, I know these are definitely a classic, pristine condition. Size 13, I know you say you wear a size 12, but you might have to.
11 through 13.
Okay. And then you got the Shanghai 5s. These you don't really come by often.